Hello, dorks. Hello, hello, welcome in. Howdy doody. It's time for Unchatter. It's time for Dwarf Fortress. It's time for a Thursday, nice Thursday stream. How's everyone doing? Thank you for the resub, JM. 33 months is insane. I know I say that every time. It's still true. Hello, Orion. Hello, Billy Creative. Hello, anyone else? Hello, lurkers. Hello, VOD watchers. Hello, imaginary people. It's Thursday. It's definitely a Thursday. Instant miso soup saved me. Osinis's butt. Oh, interesting. Miso soup is great. I don't know if I've had instant miso. I usually get miso from like a sushi restaurant. It's really, really good. It's just nice and warm, right? I have a nice thing of tea here. It is rather chilly today. It's a little chilly today. Oh well. It's in the cups. Oh, that's fair. Interesting, yeah. I've never had instant miso. It sounds like it'd be good. But yeah, we're here to play Dwarf Fortress. That's what we're gonna do. We are continuing on our very silly project. We're working on our subterranean sauna, our hot yoga. So we're gonna continue focusing on that. There's some other stuff going on in the background as well, but it's mostly the sauna, right? We're working on hooking up a bunch of mechanisms and crossing our fingers that things work the way I think they do. We're going to find out. But yeah, today's episode is brought to you by sleep. Sweet, sweet sleep. And by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out Discord, wherever you want to hang out. Take a nap. There you go. So yeah, let's go over here. I'm gonna press that button and it's gonna work, right? Okay, it's gonna work. So yeah, we have our fortress here. Need more of that? I do too. I'm really feeling it today. Oh, I'm feeling it today. I'm gonna go ahead and unpause here. The polar bears are hanging out with the penguins. So that's always nice to see. We did have a couple of other things going on, right? I'm remembering just in this moment. Oh, that's funny and new. We didn't get a patch or anything, did we? Hilarious. That's broken. Need to be locked in one of these saunas until I'm delicious and cooked. Oh dear. I mean, steamed kobold, I'm sure it tastes fine, right? I'm sure. I'm remembering that we lost a handful of our siege operators. We still have a good handful of quite good siege operators. But I think we needed to toss a couple of these others in there. You are locked to something. Dice? Dice? What's up with you? Right, you're a professional siege operator. Your labors are nothing, but you're locked to them. So yeah, I'm gonna say that you're a siege operator, I guess. I don't know how that happened. That's fine. There's also Nibel is a professional. Our tavern keeper is a professional siege operator, but I'm not gonna have you do that. It just says siege operator. Then our metalsmith, no, definitely not. And then a bunch of these other people. Colrack? I don't think you're doing anything important. I just want to toss in a couple of others, right? See, some of these people, I think they've been learning from our existing people. I think our guild hall has been working. Because we have just random people in here whose highest skill is siege operator, and I have not trained them on anything. So I'm just going to toss them in and say that they are assigned to be siege operators. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 siege operators is probably fine. I think we were up at like 20 at some point. Look at all these people with siege operator experience. These are all people who have not actually operated a siege engine and have just like overheard conversations from people who have. Siege Night School, exactly. Exactly, we have a siege operator vocational program going. Anyway, so we're working on flags still, right? I wanted to find more violet spessartine for this level. And not finding it. And then up here, I was doing something. Let me pull that up again. Well, actually, first, let's visit downstairs. Hi, Tofu. Let's visit our construction site down here. This is all well and good. Tofu's gonna play with a fan. Tofu's gonna cause it all crashing down. So we have all our buttons. We have all our little channels. I was having a thought. I had a thought the other day, or between streams, I should say. Tofu is just gonna go nuts. We were worried about, like, the whole reason for these channels is to have the incoming fluid mix with the existing fluid out here somewhere, right? Because it was just happening back here, and steam can't go from here to here, right? So I want the thing that is happening, I want to happen out here. That is kind of ultimately what's going on here. And I'm thinking of something that we can do here. Maybe? I mean, maybe we'll test it how it is and we'll see how it does. But my other thought was, if we have a little diagonal here, right? If we have, like, if I put another rock here, another wall here, and then close this, obviously, then it would only go through a diagonal, and diagonals kind of reset pressure, which may be a good thing. So I would think something that was in here would press out, would press into here less pressurefully. But then the thing that's coming out would also be like reduced pressure as well. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep it as it is. For now, we'll see how that goes. The main thing that we were working on is linking all this up. And they're still working on this. So basically, I built all of these mechanisms. This is kind of our control logic for controlling our pumps. But I need them to all default into the powered off state. So basically, right, I have that one, I have that one, I have that one. They're just not, yeah, okay. I have these three, we're working on that fourth one. And then I want to do these four as well. I'm just going to link to here, I'm going to link to here, I'm going to link to here, I'm going to link to here, and then I'm going to pull that lever once and then deconstruct that. And then all of these are going to get hooked up to the buttons in the basin. That's kind of the idea there. We do need more power, right? We're needing 408. We have 320. Super cool. We just have to make more windmills. I need another 80 essentially. These each give 20, so I guess that's going to work out. That's going to be like exactly as much as we need. So that's cool. I'm just going to use closest. And then someone's on their way with this, supposedly. Maybe someday. Is it you? It's you! Okay, so I'm gonna wait for this kobold to put in the last floor. I'm gonna pull up my flag reference. I want to say we were working on the pan flag. I think we're working on the pan flag, which requires a different pink. I think it's going to end up being pinky pink, but we'll take a look at what we have. Oh, how are you all? How's everyone week going? How week do? I've had a busy week. Work stuff has just gotten kind of busy. Which is cool, I guess. Emotionally exhausted, I get that. I feel that way as well. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Creature check? Oh, that's fair. We currently have some visitors. We have some albatrosses. We have a magma crab. We have a giant olm. The albatrosses have been here for a bit. Are they stuck too? The albatrosses might be stuck. There's 3 of them right here in this tile. They're also prone in the air. I'll let you figure out how that works. So yeah, they might need to go away at some point. There we go. I had some fun puzzling repair work come in. So dirty but interesting. Interesting. Puzzling repair work. Interesting. I mean, it's nice to have a challenge every once in a while, right? Okay, I'm gonna say that these are all type priority. Can work on all that. Went from hurt back to sinus weird. It's always one thing, isn't it? I've been having like toe weirdness. Okay. Let's do a quick overview of what we have here flag-wise. So we have non-binary and agender is what's up here. So this is black, gray, white, green. I think this green could be a bit brighter, right? This is moss opal. I think it could be a little bit of a brighter green, but it's not that far off. And also the greens are a nightmare for me to pick through. This flag I like. Of course I have, oh weird. I have this like night mode thing extension for my browser, but it like changes the color of some of the stripes, so I can't use that in this context. I'm pretty happy with the non-binary flag. That one reads the most accurate to me. And then the trans flag, I think I'm pretty happy with. And then we have our Rasta flag, which is great. And then we have bi, which we're working on the purple. And then we were working on this, which is going to be, which is a 3 color. And that was going to be pan. So pink, whatever this is, pink, yellow, blue. Like a light blue. I think the blue is fine. It's mostly a matter of picking the pink. Let's go down here. Take a look at our selection of options. Can't albatrosses sleep while flying or something? That's true. Did they actually model that in this game? That'd be kind of hilarious. I don't think they stand still. I don't think they literally halt in mid-flight. Though that would also be kind of hilarious. I would also like that. But yeah, they can sleep while flying. They sleep with half their brain at a time, is my understanding. So there's always enough of their brain going that they can like keep themselves in the air, but then like the rest of their brain will sleep. Back from vacation, and now I want to chew the walls to get something done. Yeah, that's fair. Colorblind meme in chat. Okay, hold on. Oh, several. Okay. She's green. Is Dr. Princess is green? That's news to me. There. Okay. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole right now. Yes. So. Pan flag. I'm tempted to say because we used rose quartz for the trans flag. I want to say, like, I guess it's the same pink, right? Should I just use the same pink? I think I used the same pink for the bi flag as well. But I would almost say maybe bi flag should be like this one. I feel like the bi flag should be a little bit darker. So maybe it should be rhodolite, and then pan should be rose quartz. All right, if I go here, and then I glance back at this flag, yeah, they do. Oh, they look awfully similar. It does look slightly darker. These are rose quartzes. These are rose quartzes. Did I run out of rose quartzes? No, that's not what I wanted. I want to look at what I have. We have plenty of rose quartzes, so that's not a big deal. I'm gonna put in a couple rose quartz windows here. I think that's the best call here. Bloop bloop. And then we have room for something else down here. Then we have 1, 2. I'm gonna say maybe this floor doesn't get a flag just because it's so small. Though we could do like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because our ramps are here. I don't know. So we could potentially do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more color combinations. So now taking suggestions for which color combinations to do. I think we mostly have room for combos of 3. It's probably the most reasonable at this point. This site that I've been using only has so many. There's a poly flag, which is pink, green, blue. There's a ginger queer flag, which is pink, different pink, like very light purple. Does it actually describes genderqueer? Does not describe the colors pictured. Genderqueer, yeah, there you go. I just want you to tell me what these colors are. Oh, and gender fluid. That's a pretty good one too. That one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could do 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That wouldn't be bad. Polar bear flag is the bear flag colors, but pastel. Oh. I like the way you think. Let me pull up the bear flag. But isn't the bear flag just like a bunch of brown? If you type bear flag into Wikipedia search, it gives you California. Kind of amazing. Yeah, so we got like brown, orange, yellow, tan, white, gray, black. That's a lot of colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A locust flag, the California flag. Okay, so we could probably basically do the bear flag, right? I don't know if we can do a variation on it and have it like come across as what we mean. I mean, we do have several browns, so we could do brown. We do have an orange. I'd say carnelian is probably the orange, and then a light yellow. We have plenty of light yellows, and then like a tan, dark brown, orange, golden yellow, tan, white, gray, black. So I don't know what like the pastel version of brown would be, other than a lighter brown, which I don't know that that's gonna come across as what we mean. So maybe we just do the bear flag. Why not bear flag? Cream? I mean, but then there's like a cream color on the flag itself, right? And then like grayscale. How do you do pastel gray and black? Or white for that matter. I think maybe we just do the bear flag. Maybe we just know that bear means bear. And also bear. This also means pulling up my reference. Or I can just use the gem thing here. Gem. So, sort by color. Okay. So I want brown. I guess which brown do I want? I should put a hotkey on this stupid thing. Here you are. So I'm gonna say the brown is gonna be brownie brown. Sard looks good to me. Or no, that's like mahogany, right? Let's do like brown jasper. Or should it be like dark brown? I could do... let's say brown jasper. I'm gonna say, let's just as a first attempt, I'm gonna do brown jasper. Go here. I look brown jasper. 2, 3. And then I want carnelian for the orange. Pretty sure about that. Have some. Perfect. And then a light yellow, which is gonna be maybe like this? The tube agate? I mean, maybe it should just be yellow. Maybe just straight up yellow. Because then we also want a tan, which is probably gonna be like one of these, and we want some contrast there. I'm gonna say we're just gonna do yellow jasper. Yellow jasper, we got plenty. Oh, come on. There we go. And then I want a tan color. Not that. I'm gonna say these two look identical to me. Either plume agate or onyx opal. Let's try plume agate. We got plenty of those. Oh, we're gonna have to like build a platform to get out there. That's funny. You're just hanging out down here. Okay. And then white, gray, black. Okay, that's easy enough. Those are understood. Let's just do white chalcedony. And then our gray. There's only one source of gray, which is gray chalcedony. Fair enough. Got plenty of those as well. Boop, boop, boop. And then I want some onyx. Yeah, perfect. Blam, blam. Cool. I'm gonna give that a solid good enough. I mean, we'll check on it when we're done. Is that is just open because, yeah, no, shouldn't they be? They should be able to stand here. Blocks another build job. Oh, because they're gonna have to stand here to do that one. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense. So this is done. So that looks fine, right? It's a heck of a way to tell a story. This is yellow diamond, sort of straight yellow, so I think that makes sense. I think I'm okay with this one. I just wish I had more violet spessartine, or I understood how to, like, get them to work, to get them to behave, right? Because I should be able to do, like, one of those and two of something else in some combination and make it work. But it doesn't seem to... Oh, that time it might have worked. So if I go like... Maybe clear stuff is better? 2 clears. 1 violet. I think that worked. We'll have to wait for it to be built to actually see. So we'll do, I'm just gonna do the same thing here. We'll do 2 clear tourmalines, 1 violet, 2 clears, tourmalines, 1 violet. Tofu, my god. 2 clear tourmalines and 1 violet spessartine. Same thing here. If all those turn out to be clear and it's just hard to tell when it's dim, then I'm going to cry a little bit. Just a little bit. So that's all fine. We should probably make some more clothing. I'm just going to assume that we need more clothing. Oh, hey, look, it's summer. What other flags do we got? I'm gonna look. I want Wikipedia. Wikipedia, give me an exhaustive list of every pride flag. LGBTQ symbols. There we go. There's a lot. Plants. See, also language of flowers. Interesting. Fair enough. Lavender. That makes sense. And the IKEA shark is on here. The unicorn. Okay, that makes sense. I just want the flags. Handkerchief code. Yeah. Let's give all our bears handkerchiefs. Flags. An excerpt from Pride Flag. It has its own article. Heck. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. And the heck is going to go right back. Notable examples. I guess we haven't done just like a straight rainbow. Not a straight rainbow, but just like a rainbow. Hi. I was going to check on clothing. We need bodywear and shoes and headwear for everyone. Yeah, we need everything. How do we always need everything? I mean, in theory, we have some stuff lying around, so I'm gonna say, let's do wool toga, or not wool, yarn toga, and cloth skirts. We're just gonna do 50 of each of those. And then maybe some cloth caps. And do 50 of those as well. Check stream chat? Okay. Okay, let's unpause. Aha! Oh hey, you found something too. Okay. Yeah, okay. There are so many. Gray sexual. Interesting. And then the identity ones, yeah. I have not heard of several of these. Metagender. Someone who does not identify with the gender they were assigned to at birth, but also does not identify as transgender. Yeah, okay. And then just a bunch of variants. Yep, there are several. There's a lot. There are a lot. And of course, like, narrowing it down to, like, my favorites is difficult. It's like picking from your favorite children. So if we look at the 3 colors, of course, they're not organized that way here. There's a nice gallery, though. We could do polysexual. We could put pan and poly on the same floor. There's a nice symmetry to that, right? Of course, like 2 of the 3 colors are going to be the same. We just swap out the middle with green. The blue is slightly different, but I don't think we have a different blue. Gender fluid is 5. A leather flag. It's fun. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could just do the rainbow flag, right? If it did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be That would end up not symmetrical, which is not allowed. I want to see when these get finished. Suggestions from anyone. What's your favorite flag? I'm leaning towards the ones that are more general, if that makes sense. Because some are like rather specific. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but some of them are rather specific. So I want to cover like as much as I can, right? So non-binary and agender, trans, Rasta, and bi, and then this is pan, right? This is pan. Oh, my brain is just fried. Little fluid? Gender changes when switching from normal headspace to little space. I'm not sure I understand what that means. But that's fine. Oh, and aromantic. We could do aromantic. Because this is agender, right? Yeah, that's agender. There's agender, asexual, and aromantic. The asexual one is, I mean, oh, that just goes down to here. I did empty this out. I think ace is gonna go down here. I like that. So then this is going to be black. Which I'm probably gonna need more of something. But there's a lot of ways to get black. We can do Morian. Nope. We got some of those. So that is, where'd I go? Black, gray. Nope. Cancel. Black, gray, white, and then purple, but it's like a dark purple. I'm gonna look at our purples for that one. You go there. I want to say that's gonna be like. Well, see, it doesn't quite look like that. It kind of looks indigo. Aromantic, just like our bears. True. And we are working on the bear flag. Bear flag is in progress. Oh, here are the humans. We will definitely trade with the humans. They may have brought us some gems. Dog has given birth to puppies. I guess we have a dog somewhere. I mean, just Violet Spessartine again. I don't know. What do you all think about the purple for the ace flag? What would be most appropriate here? Because I feel like it should be a purple that's like this dark. But I don't, it's not like this. I mean, it might kind of be like that. I don't know. I just don't want to use this. I don't want to use violet spessartine for all the purple stripes. Because there's so many different kinds of purple amongst these flags. There's intergender. Is there not an intersex flag? It's fine, we don't have a lot of purples anyway, I know, but it has to be as good as it can be. Location-based flags, that's funny. There's a rubber flag. Oh, I kind of love it. Well, yes, that purple for the darkest ones. You mean this one? Like, would that be an appropriate purple for the ace flag? The humans want to know what to bring. I'm gonna say more of the expensive meat because that's been great. And then cut gems. I'm gonna say the violet spessartines again because that's clearly one that I like. There you are. Let's just say that. Okay. Might also not have... I wonder how many of those we have. Enough! Hooray! Okay, well, we'll do that. All good. I do kind of want to adjust the green here for agender. I think it's supposed to be a little more lime, if that makes sense. Maybe just like this color. I think I might say this one. Chryso barrels. To chartreuse? Yeah, let's go with chartreuse. We'll just take that one out. So it was moss. They are clear! How the heck does that work? How the heck does that work? Okay. Humans, I hope you have some purple. Oh, and we were messing with our stockpile links as well. I want to bring a bin full of cool goodies to our human friends. I mean, it looks like they stopped moving stuff back and forth here, which is what I wanted. So yeah, I'm gonna like turn... Like when I want to like bring in trash, we have to turn that back on. Okay, so let's run downstairs real quick. Check on our mechanisms. It appears this is done. It appears that these are all linked, right? They're all linked. This one's linked twice even. That's fine. Or it has just a spare thing in it. So we're just gonna pull this once. Prepared warthog heart. I think they're working on it. Maybe. A bunch of masterwork, togas and skirts. And a strange mood. Why not? And now our broker's gone. Dang it. The broker was here. Well, let's go see if this happened. Right? Nope, not yet. Someone's gonna pull the lever. Someone does have a push track vehicle. I wonder if that's stuff still going wrong. Whatever. There we go. Okay. So now none of this is connected, right? These are all four of these are disengaged. So I'm going to disassemble this lever. And we're gonna like free our mechanisms out of there. And then we'll link all our buttons. Okay, so I want chartreuse. So chryso barrels, of which I have just enough. And then that one's gonna go. Okay. So non-binary, agender, asexual, trans, rasta, bi, which one was it? Jeez. Pan. And bear. Hey, look at that! That's kind of nice. I think that looks right. I think that looks good. Yay, bear. The bears. And then that just leaves one level up here. And one spot down here. So another set of 3. Which could be lots of things. It could be... Actually, there aren't that many 3s. We could do like a 4, like we did on the ground floor with just 4 individual colors. There's plenty of 4-color ones. By which I mean a couple. We could do, if we did a 5, we could do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, no. I don't know. I don't know. There's also just genderqueer, right? That's also a good one. Which takes a different purple? Yet another purple? Can you please describe these colors to me? Describe these colors, please. There's also that agender. There's like a couple different... I guess we did like half the agender flag. Yeah, okay. So some versions of this flag, it like repeats the white, gray, black on the other side. But that's fine. How does this look? Does that read as purple? Does that look black, gray, white, purple? I think this color just doesn't... My eyeballs don't recognize this as a color. It looks different no matter what it's sitting next to. I'm gonna glance back at your list here for some 3 color combos. Which we got most of them. There's a cat trying to break into my closet. Oh, these creatures. Non-binary journey identity associated with having a neutral or null gender. Interesting. So white, green, black. That's not too bad. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Where to go? Oh, how do you spell it? Creature. Just redirects to non-binary. Agender? No, they got all the genders at that shop. Spoiled for choice. Multigender. Oh, let's check on the humans. Let's see if we can trade. Let's trade. Do you have? You do! Okay, Violet Spessartine, Violet Spessartine, Violet Spessartine. These are expensive gems. Oh my god. I'm gonna take them though. Wow, 4 grand for 5 gems. Do I even have that much? I don't even have that much. I'm not gonna take that. Oh, they actually took it. Wow, that was a very small margin for them. I'm surprised they accepted that. That gets us a little closer? Or do I just say that we're gonna do buy on this side and then a different flag over on this side for the sake of saving those gems? So what if I say... Because I put pansexual up above. Well, and this, where'd it go? I have too many tabs. Let's do this. I'm gonna put Neutrois? I really don't know how to pronounce that one. But it's like null gender, essentially, which is it's a new word for me. So let's include it. And the colors are straightforward, which is half my motivation. We're just gonna do this. The middle's gonna be a green, a nice solid green, like green. So I might just do green diamonds, which I know are green. Just go like that and call it good. And then we could do pansexual and polysexual. I think that would be fine. It technically is also pink and blue, but it's like the pinks and the blue are different. It's a different pink and a different blue. So we did rose quartzes here, right? So if we do anti-gender, that upon contact with gender explodes the gender off them. I mean, it's more of a... I don't know what color to call these. I don't even know how to talk about these colors. Because it's not red, right? It's definitely like a pinky purple. We could do like one of these, right? Like a morganite? That might not be too far off. Or purple spinel. A lavender? Could that be lavender? I think we did light blue, so I'm gonna do like blue for the blue. I'm gonna do kind of a pastel green, maybe like this for the green. I'm gonna write this down. It's getting complicated. So I'm gonna say praise for the green. And then a blue diamond for the blue. And then for the pink, quote unquote. I'm gonna try this. We're just gonna try it. I'm gonna see what happens. Call that a gender trek. If they say if we can synthesize enough anti-gender, the continuous gender anti-gender reaction could power starships. Okay, so I'm gonna put purple spinel. Boop, boop. And then this is gonna be praise. Boop, boop, boop. And this is blue diamond, which I have just not enough for. No. Oh, did it work? It might have worked. Okay. And then for here, we were doing... What was I doing? That. Okay, so white and black. That's easy. And black goes down here. Blam. And then that's basically everything but this upper level. I think that's about what it's going to be. That's a little better. I think that's fine. I'm gonna say we're good. Our crook, the trapper, has created Casa Sulsla, a gypsum amulet. How many gypsum things have we made now? These all have stuff on them. And we're just up here. Wow. Wow, I think it's time to start putting in more pedestals. I'm gonna leave this for like this stuff, right? Our nice adamantine gear for our squad. Maybe I'll move this up, right? Maybe this axe goes upstairs. This is a faceted metal battle axe. Doobadoo. Faceted metal battle axe goes there. So it will get unassigned from here, and I'm going to put our gypsum amulet here. Perfect. So let's go downstairs. And let's check this out. So we disassembled that. This is all how it was. So we're just gonna use our DF hack magic to remove these superfluous mechanisms. So those will all just get put back in the pile. And now, so these four connect to the magma pump. So I want to connect the 4 buttons detecting water to the magma pump gears. Right? So this one, start from the bottom and then start from the bottom. So 1 goes here. I need the plate to be magma safe. Right, so that goes there. And then this water one, right, is going to be the second. Right, still magma safe at the plate. And then you are water. So you go to magma number 3, magma safe the plate. And then number 4 is a water. You go to number 4. So I'm gonna kick out a cat. Okay, oh my god. I'm okay. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. This is just your reminder that everything is fine. Well, I see this going. Hey, look, we got our... Oh, but we've disconnected some stuff. So we have 400 total power, but we need like 408? Was that what it was? But I guess not both of them are going to need to be going at the same time. So maybe it's fine? Maybe it's fine. So now I want the magma ones, right? This is a magma button. Still needs to be magma safe on the plate. But that is going to connect to the water pump. And then number 2, this is magma. Goes to here. Number 3, magma links to number 3. Number 4, magma. This one, right? Because that one got linked already. Number 4, magma links to number 4. Goodness. Well, we'll let them link all of that up. We'll see how this works. Cancels tint needs dyeable color gray cloth. Are we okay? Let's check our production stuff. We haven't really checked in on our stuff recently. What level? So we got dye. We have plenty of dimple cups. We have plenty of dimple cups. We have a bunch of thread. We mostly have a bunch of thread. Do we just need to, like, weave yarn into cloth like a million times? This is just coming from a work order, right? I'm just going to toss in a couple more looms, if that's going to be our bottleneck. Yeah, you can go here. I'm just going to do... Why doesn't it want... Okay, weird. Just make it out of rock, it's fine. Okay. So we have a bunch of dye sitting here. We have so much dye. We're working on dyeing. We're working on weaving. I think that all makes sense. And weaving should be open for everyone to do. I think or no, we have weave bolts. Only selected do this. Okay, maybe we need more weavers. Doctor can be weaver. You are also a cook. So I want you to be a cook. Our king, our guard captain. You are our animal trainer. I'm gonna say maybe stone cutters, animal dissector, tanner. Yeah, I'm gonna have you all working on weaving. Maybe that's our problem. We just don't have anyone weaving, or not enough people weaving. Okay. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. I think I like that. Do I like this? I think I like this. You tell me. These are definitely different, right? So I think that works. I like this. And then we just have a spot for one more. Or something. I think this is a pretty neat thing. I think it's pretty neat. I think we have space for, I think we have more black bronze pedestals. And we clearly just continue to make artifacts. So I'm gonna say there's definitely more space for pedestals in here. So what if I did like, I don't know, maybe like this. And then, I guess we can go back here too, right? Here, here. Here, here. Makes it all symmetrical. Maybe we won't do these. Maybe that's enough. I'm gonna call it good. I'm gonna say that that's enough color nonsense for me today. So some of these are getting linked, right? This is, wow, did they already you guys are still working on it, but very nearly. So the other aspect of this is we're gonna have to like manually start it, right? If there's nothing in here, then nothing happens. Which is probably good, honestly. It's a nice failsafe, quote unquote. And we can turn off the power to the whole thing. So I think we're just gonna pump in some water manually and then see what happens. And then this stopped dripping, right? That's really the main thing. There is no longer water leaking. No longer water leaking. So that's important. Still working on one. But it is awfully close. It might even be finishing up right now. Yep, link building to trigger. So you're good, you're good. You're working on that one right now. You're good, you're good. You're good. And now you are good. I think we're good. I think we're good to give this a try. I guess we need, I want this to be done, but that should be quick. We have a couple different testy things here, right? I have some bars, as opposed to grates. I have an open spot here. I even want like, I'm gonna do like an open spot here, just so that we know we have something that, like if that doesn't do anything, then nothing will, right? And you're gonna work on that. Perfect. Cool. And now there is no reason for anyone to come down here. So no one's just gonna get randomly stuck, in theory. I'm gonna go up to our water pump. I'm gonna tell them to pump it. Oh, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna cross our fingers. There you are. So you're just gonna come in and grab it. Cool. I'm going to run to the restroom while this gets started. You keep an eye on that pump. I am back. And hey, look! The bears are here to christen our spa here. Our animal trainer came down to start the water pump. So we're just gonna let this go. Spreads out nice and even here. Water's flowing in here as efficiently as it can, I guess. We should just put the pump like in the middle. Really, the pump should go like here. Or even like here. And then now it is gonna flow down. Here we go. Perfect. And we'll just see if it presses, right? It's not gonna like tell us. It doesn't tell you what it's reading at any one time. But when these start hitting 3, they should start pressing the buttons. Oh, my jaw. Ow. For how much space is here, it does fill in relatively quickly. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Could be much worse. And then now it's all at least depth 2, so now we're gonna start seeing 3s kind of bouncing around in here. So yeah, here's... Yeah, it's like pressing. Okay, so now... So right now all 4 of them are pressed. And that pump is started, okay. So I'm going to turn off... I'm gonna say you no longer need to manually pump the water pump. But if we look here... We might see these turn on and off. Or they're just gonna be on. I don't know what kind of reaction time they have. But, I mean, it's on, right? We're pumping magma. Pumping magma as quickly as it's coming in here. And then... So our water pump has stopped, but there's still water in here, so it's going to continue draining down. So it's going to be, you know, 2s and 3s still. But it seems... I don't know, it seems like they stick a little bit. I'm not seeing them like bounce up and down as they go from 2 to 3. It seems like kind of stay depressed unless it stays 2 for a little bit, which is probably good, honestly. I was worried it was going to take a while for them to like actually all be on at the same time. But here comes the magma. That's pretty cool. I mean, so far so good, right? Here's some magma. Here's some steam. We'll see if we can get the magma to, like, meet with the water out here as opposed to in here. I wonder if it's just, like, a speed thing. What if there was just more... What if it just came in faster? It's trying, though. I mean, look down here. I mean... maybe it will work. It's doing its best. Kind of. Okay, so here, yeah, okay, we got some steam. This is steam on this level. Okay, so it can come up through the empty spaces. Okay, well, it's meeting here. Yeah, okay, so that's... that part is working. We have some steam. However, it is only coming up through this empty space, right? Like over here. It should be doing it over here as well. Is the only way to do this to have just open spaces as all this happens? Because that's terrifying. And now the steam is going to start not happening. Yeah, we barely got any out of it. Thought you said gold bears like Haribo gold bears. Can you imagine a wild giant gummy bear? What if you made a platform with open air and fences around the edges so they don't fall off? Well, define what's a fence, right? It'd be fortifications. And I don't know if it goes through fortifications. That's basically how it'd have to be. It'd be like a ring all the way around, and then you hope no one falls in. And then now... oh, but now... oh. Now there's not enough water to continue pumping the magma, but there's also not enough magma to start the water. Yep. That didn't occur to me. That doesn't work. It needs to stay on until there's enough magma. So there does need to be like a little flip-flop latchy mechanism in there somewhere. Basically, it needs to be in one state until something happens and it flips it. And then it stays there until the other opposite happens and it flips it again. Which isn't quite what we have here. But also, is it even worth fiddling with more? The other thing occurs to me, like, it's just, as fast as we can pump it, it doesn't really overcome the flow, right? It's almost, we need like a cistern. We need like we need this to be like a big open, like aside from this, obviously, but this is like a magma tank with some hatches. So that when we want the magma to go, it just flows out of here, as opposed to being pumped into here. And then the pump is just like refilling it. And then same thing with water. This is just a big thing of water. And then we hook these up. Even then you just like link the cave, right? We wouldn't even really need to pump the water. We just need to let water in and then drop it down these shafts at the appropriate time. Maybe a magma toilet and a regular toilet. Exactly. Exactly. About as sulfurous. So that means we have hatches opening when these buttons are pressed. And then the hatches close when the other button is pressed. Can you just link them to multiple buttons like that? No, we need a latch. There needs to be a latch mechanism involved. Okay, so gosh darn. Let's think this through. So I have 4 buttons. And I'm going to have 4 floor hatches. I'm going to have a big tub of fluid. And then I need... There's going to be a pump that's pumping into the tub. And then there's going to be a latch, which I represent graphically with I don't know. It's gonna be this thing, right? So the pump here and a pump here. So I need the latch to engage when all 4 buttons are pressed. And I can't link 4 buttons to an individual hatch like that. Like you could, but it wouldn't work that way. So I would need like a so we have like our four mechanisms linked to a minecart on a little track. Linked to a button. So the buttons go to these. These power the minecart. The minecart pushes the button. The button does the latch. And then the button at the bottom of the latch does all 4 hatches. And I do that twice? That is so stupid. Is that really what I have to do? Very simple, very simple. And then that's just assuming that we have this pump going at all times. Which I guess wouldn't be bad if, as long as we don't have it capable of overflowing. That just means it'll be, if it's on at all times, and the cistern is full, nothing will happen. We just have to make sure that it's safe in that regard. But honestly, what I want is a flip-flop. I want a device that can be in 2 states and stick there. This isn't ideal. Flip-flop, there you go. Gimme. So what if we had a minecart track? This is a top-down view with 2 buttons and 1 minecart. And there's rollers. There's rollers on the buttons? Can I put rollers on the buttons? I think I can. So there's gonna be power going here, there's gonna be power going here. And the minecart track is just gonna go around, and there's stops on the buttons. So and then like this button is for releasing the magma, this button is for releasing the water. So only one of them is on at a time, but at least one of them is on at a time. I want exactly one of them to be engaged at all times. So the minecart is either going to be on this button or on this button. And then this receives power, so this we can connect to our four gear assemblies, right? We'll have 4 on that side, 4 on this side. Because we only need all 4 of them to be pressed momentarily for it to turn on the rollers and send the minecart to the other side. And then that presses the button. And then these might still be engaged for a bit, but it doesn't matter because there's no minecart sitting here. So the minecart not being here is what closes the hatches, so that stops the fluid from flowing. And then the minecart is on this side, so it starts the other one from flowing. That's much simpler. It is much simpler. It does require power. Of course, now I brought power all the way down to the bottom. Though I do want that to be, I do want power down here to power the magma pump at the very least, right? So that's not a waste or anything. But this could be built anywhere. This doesn't have to be physically attached to any part of our machine. Does that work? I think that might work. It's gonna require a little bit more power. I think that needs a little bit more power. Okay, let's try it. New iteration. Let's assume we need more power and just get it going. Right, we're up to 400. Now it's autumn. Do switches obey any kind of speed barrier? Does the switch signal propagate at the same speed regardless of distance? Yes. I don't believe distance has anything to do with the speed of mechanisms responding. I know there is like a set delay. Like if you pull, like, you know, if you pull a lever, there's a little bit of time before a gate closes or opens. There is that same kind of delay with buttons. But I don't think I don't think it reacts to distance. I think it's just set per... Oh, that's not what I want. You know, you do the thing and it takes this long for the game to register it. So I think that's fine. And the fact that we will be stopping the minecart on the button, so it will keep the button held. So even if there's a delay, you know, like I want to say it's like 100 ticks or something. If there's a delay between pressing the button and the thing happening, I think that's fine, because it's gonna be a minor delay. It's gonna be it's relatively quick in this sense, I think. So let's go down. Let's go down here. So I do still want the pumps to receive power, but I don't want them to go through all of these 4 mechanisms. Now that I spent all that time setting that up. That's how you do. That's just how you do. But I can have it right here. Let's just do it right here so I like it's all in the same spot, right? And we are above? We're above everything, so that's fine. I'm just gonna say I want one of these. Nope, this. That's what I want. I guess this can all connect, right? I think that's fine. Because this isn't even our main entryway anyway. It just goes up to there, and that is the shaft. Okay. And we'll have access to our power from here. So I think this is where we want to do it. It also means I want to unlink these, right? I'm just gonna unlink all of these. Thank you, DF hack. Otherwise, we'd be disassembling the entire button. There we go. People can come down here to grab those. And then the other aspect of it, maybe we do just do like a ring, an empty ring around the outside. Clear that the grates don't do anything. I'm not really sure about the bars though. I didn't get a really clear sense of if the bars were doing anything. So maybe let's put floor bars here. And that will at least tell us. Because this was definitely working, right? Steam was definitely coming up through the open spot. Let's just do that. Because if the only way for Steam to go up is through an empty space, then we're just going to have a like an empty ring around the outside and hope that no one falls in. And then the other aspect is that I want to dig out big pools, right? Which like here, I don't have access to this. This is all plumbing, so we have to get back in here. But this I can do from here, so I need to remove this one. I have to be a bit careful with this. But essentially, like I need this to stay, right? I need to not touch this. I need to not touch these. Right, we'll do like that. And then this goes like this. Need to not touch that. That should be fine. And then here, here. And then don't touch that. And then all of this we mine out. Right? So nice, like a big magma cistern, right? So that when it's going, it's going. It's not having to flow through channels, it's just falling into holes. I think that vertical grates might behave differently to horizontal grates, letting the steam through for when they're being walls, but I haven't tested this. Interesting. But no safety barriers is definitely more fun. Definitely more fun. That is interesting. That is something we should test, I think. I'm gonna round this out just a little bit. And none of that is going to do bad things, I don't think. I guess I want to go like here. So that will be for magma. And this will be for water. Just going to be the same deal. I'm going to continue pumping this instead of just letting the lake in. We'll see how that does. But if I just need to like, if this just needs to become lake, then we can do that. Right, nothing's gonna breach here. That should all be fine. Got all four. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then we have this. Hooray! And then... So each of these are still going to be controlled by a mechanism, so there needs to be a mechanism in here. Of course. I guess I'm just going to put it here. I'm gonna remove these so that we can do just a single axle. And then we're gonna make a circle. Essentially, I need to smooth a bunch of this. How about I just smooth the whole thing? How about I just smooth our little machine room here? Okay, and then I need magma safe hatches, which I don't know. We could do like iron, right? Jet, bauxite, kaolinite. I'm gonna make a set of iron floor hatches. And we'll do 10 of them, that's fine. I want 8 of them, I guess. Could also have it like just straight up down here, right? We could just have like floodgates here. That make more sense? What if I do floodgates? we just have it all down here? I have some bauxite, I have some kaolinite. I'm pretty sure I've used a bunch of those, so we're just gonna make more. Let's say iron floodgate. And do 10 of those. Because iron is magma safe, right? Iron is magma safe. Okay, good. Good. So then... I guess I do want to test the floor bars. I have a hunch that we're just going to end up taking out this whole outer ring. Which is fine. Totally fine. That all got done. I guess I'm going to let them smooth. Still needing cloth to be made. I'm assuming our looms are going. Nope. Have they caught up? We've yarned into cloth has stopped because we have 200 yarn cloth. I'm gonna crank that up to like 500. Yarn into cloth, and then I want thread into cloth as well, right? Spin thread, dye thread. Weave thread into cloth. Let's bring you up to 500 as well. Just so we have a bunch. Here we go. So this is my power source. So I guess first I need to carve some tracks, right? We're gonna carve a circular track, essentially. So I'm gonna say, let's do like... Nope, not you. You. Go like 4, and then go down to here, and then do 4, and go up to here. And that's fine. Whatever. And then I need to construct track stops that they're not going to dump, but they're going to be at full friction. Put one here and one here. And then I need my gear assemblies. All right, it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just dig out a little bit more here. And then Of course, that's going to require like just an awkward mechanism. I guess it doesn't really matter what shape they're in. The dwarves are here. Hooray. So I'm going to say... we're going to go here and then here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to link to the power directly. Like that. We're also going to need to flip the state of all of these to start with, right? Just like we did with the other ones, now that we've deconstructed those. So this is just a temporary lever. And then this power also needs to come over to here. So I need to like split this, because can I do axles over stairs? Oh, I can. So that's just gonna go like that. And then maybe these just are over here. Maybe I just ignore me. Everyone ignore me. So I need a gear assembly here. 2, 3, 4. Kind of awkward, but it saves on mechanisms, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are both gonna attach to some rollers. So you're gonna go like that. You're just gonna attach directly. This is gonna go across. And then up. And then I want to make some rollers. These do not need to go very fast. So this one's gonna go up. Oh, I need the machine to be built first. Okay, that's fine. But also a button. Wow, this is... We're doing it now. Can I not put a button on a track stop? Building present. Really? I'm not gonna bother with the dwarves. Can't put a button on a track stop. But I need the minecart to stop on the button and stay there. Which means... I'm gonna make like a little trough? Or I could just make like a wall, right? Like what if I had a wall here? Does that work? Because I can just make the, I can make these not, like, technically connect, right? And then this is all going to be wrong as well. I'm gonna redo all of this. I'm gonna redo all of this. It's a good thing I brought that mechanism stockpile down here. Okay. So I'm gonna put a wall here. And here. And then, oh, can I put rollers and a button at the same place? Maybe that's the trick. So I want rollers to go this way. And a button on the same spot? No. Interesting. Oh, okay. You probably couldn't put a button on a ramp, right? I don't imagine I can put a button on a slope. Yeah. Okay. So what's the simple way to make a flip-flop? Let's do hatches. And we're just gonna use, oh, do I not have, I'm doing floodgates now. Right, because I'm just doing it down here. So I want it like here, right? Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be what we do. And then I'm out, and then I need to make more. Okay. So here's our magma cistern. This is gonna make everything more dangerous. I'm basically just loading a gun. I'm basically making a trap. And hoping it doesn't kill anyone. I'm making a recreational trap. Which is very kobold, now that I think about it. So... how about... I mean, I don't even know if I can do this with a minecart. I want to have 2 buttons. I want to have one of them always pressed and the other not pressed. I want to have exactly one of 2 buttons pressed at all times. And just a way to flip between the 2 of them. That's ultimately what's happening here. So I could have a little pool of water. Here, hold on. It's back to the drawing board. Quite literally. If I have 2 pools of water, this is a side view. They each have a button. And then there's a pump that goes each way. But then I just need to have one of those pumps on at all times. Does that help me at all? I don't know if that helps me at all. Because I would just have all 4, I'd have my 4 buttons connected to a pump. And then like this button connects to our floodgates. I mean, the water is really the key thing there. Because the water will always be in one spot, so it's always pressing one button. But then we need to make sure that we always have... Well, no, because it's just going to be a small amount of water, right? It doesn't need to pump continuously. The water will be pumped pretty instantaneously, so if the other buttons turn off, the water's already been moved. Maybe that's all we need. Maybe that's maybe that's the simple answer? Question mark. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Smooth all this. Forget the minecarts. I need 2 little pools of water. And then they just need to be circular, right? So if I say 3 here, and then 2 lines for the pump, and then like here, and then we just have a pump here and a pump here. Is that, oh, nope, it's too close. Too close. Okay, I'll wait for them to, or can I just channel on, I can just channel on this. Right, that's all fine, and then that's not really fine. Needs to be up here. I think that works. And then these are just going to be a pair of water-safe pumps. I don't even know that I have stuff sitting around for it right now. Blocks are fine. I have copper. I have just enough copper. Right? So there's gonna be a button at the bottom of each of these little pools. Those buttons connect to the floodgates. And then our 4 buttons connect to here. We'll find out. Okay, yeah, we'll find out. Only way to know is to try. So I'm just gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I just need to get the power over there. Oops. Right, maybe what I do. So this can come over here. So it's going to be ugh. If I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just connect that way, I guess that's fine. So and then that's just going to be for routing power. And then this can go not there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that's how we do it. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. This is worse than Talos Principle. This is worse than Talos Principle because there's no actual solution. Okay, so I want an axle here. Of course, now that lever's in the way. This goes here. And then this goes across. This goes across. And then, yep, that needs... for that to not be there. And then I do just need to connect these. That just goes like that. This goes like that. Then I want to put that lever somewhere else. So it's going to go over here. Cool. So now I want a button at the bottom of each of these. I'm just going to dump the junk that's in here. So then a pressure plate. Water does trigger. Any water is going to trigger. It's the only time it's not pressed is if there's 0 water. I think that's what I want. What do you mean blocked at this location? Do I need to remove the... no, not you. Not that. Not that! Stop! Stop. Remove the ramp. I still want them to get in there. Okay. So this looks fine. Right, we have our 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. And here we have our 4 holes. And then we go down here and we are working on our... oh, look at those! Look at the sprite for the iron. Have I ever... I don't know that I've ever made a metal floodgate before. They do look slightly different. Iron there, iron here. So then these are going to get connected to the button at the bottom of the pool, which I have not made yet. And get rid of the junk. Now I can put in this axle. Okay, so now can I make a button? I can make a button. Okay, water triggers. And same thing, water triggers here. My goodness. My goodness. Needs dyeable cloth. Hey, they're working on it. They're working on it. So then I can start linking our buttons, right? Redoing the buttons. So let's say water 1. We're gonna say this is the set that detects water. So linking the plate side is magma safe. Number 1 goes here. Number 2 goes here. Number 3 goes here. Number 4 goes here. And then magma. Whoa, why are you on? Oh, yeah, that's, yeah, I don't want you on. Right, because now they're just not connected to anything. Now they're just both on. Okay, hopefully no one's in there. I did just give a bunch of jobs. Oh my god, okay. Now that's not that much magma, right? As long as they can, if they can just turn it off. If they can just... Okay, okay. Someone please, are you just gonna do it right now? Yeah, destroy building right now, please. The water one is less critical. Okay. Magma off, magma off. Oh, it's even going into the stairwell. Okay, that could have been much worse. Still kind of bad. Still kind of bad. Still kind of bad. Is it draining down here? It is draining down here. Yay, lava! Yay, lava! Oh my god. Okay, well, this is where it belongs. If it can pool into there, then we're fine. I don't think I can build. Can't build on top of even depth 1 magma. I just need no one to come down here. And then we're doing good. Doing real good. At least the water can flow back into the water space. And then this is... Oh, so they just show as being pressed when they're first made for some reason. I've noticed. Turn back. Turn back. 'Tis not safe. Honestly, this is probably good. Oh, there goes a tail. There goes a toga. That was a nice toga. Yep, that was a nice toga. Okay, well, on the plus side, no one could get down there right now. Toga 2000, yes. Oh my god, and is no one gonna come down and do this one? Luckily that's just the water. But now, can anyone get here? No one was in the toga, it's fine, true. That is kind of the defining factor as to whether or not that's fine. My question is, can anyone get down here? Well, you're right here. You are constructing, you are constructing. You are destroying, okay. So the water will get turned off. But it is going to start flowing down, right? So we're going to get, of course, the floodgates are closed. Of course, the floodgates are closed. Except for these. But that's fine. I mean, that's how I intended it, I guess. This is fine. Okay, so now it's turned off. My goodness. My goodness, my goodness. So... Or no, I needed to turn these... I need to flip them first. I need to flip them first. So, my god. Okay, so I'm gonna... Oh, did it just cancel all of these? Because these aren't linked to anything, right? Okay, I think it just canceled all my link jobs. Which is what I wanted, I guess. Just make sure there's none hanging out somewhere. Yeah, okay. See, now we have like water in these vertical shafts, which I think is going to be useful for getting water down there quickly. Okay. So I need these buttons to turn... No, I guess the buttons are going to get connected to the floodgates, right? Because ultimately, the pumps are just going to be on at all times? And then I just have my main... I guess we should have... Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to deconnect these for real quick. I'm going to put these two back. These are going to be my safeties. I know I have a safety for everything upstairs, but I want like a safety for the water and the magma individually as well. So that's what these will be. Of course, now I can't get to my mechanism stockpile because of the magma. That's fun. I guess I could put... Well... I'm trying to keep this ring as open as possible. I'm anticipating wanting to have that all open. Okay, that's all fine. That's all fine. It's just damp. This is gonna be waiting on a mechanism. Wow, I really did it, didn't I? I can't do anything until I can get back down there. Fun. Fun. Well, on the plus side, I have finished this, right? I don't need back in here. I don't need back in here. So I can close this off once I get... once I'm able to. Right? Yeah, it just doesn't let me even try. Same thing here, though. I think I'm good here. I don't need back in here. I can at least try to do something on top of water. Yeah, no one can do it. I'm smart. I'm smart and talented and clever. What else do we got going on here? See, this is still doing the thing. They're still cycling this all around. Which is confusing because this should be only taking from links. of which it has none. So you're just gonna put it back in the vehicle and it's gonna go downstairs and then it's gonna come back up. I don't know why. Is it just because there's a big pile here? I wonder if it's just because when it gets dumped, there's like a pile of bins on top of each other, so it doesn't like want them to be in there. I guess I want to see. But what would you do about that? There's nothing you can do about that. Oh, goodness. Goodness, goodness, goodness. That's gonna take a minute. At least they'll keep working on these pumps. That's important too. Now we need more power than we have. Right, so we were gonna do this. One, two, 3, 4 is gonna give us another 80 power. That should be plenty. I feel like I need more levers in my lever room too. They're all downstairs. Okay, let's make some more rock mechanisms. I'm just gonna put in an order for like 20 and we'll have them. And then someone just dropped the floodgate there. Oh, I can tell that I can't get down there for some reason, so I'm just gonna leave this in the hallway. Also, no one wants to dump this sock. Because it belongs to someone. Can you come grab your sock, please? Well, I asked for a challenge, and I found a challenge. For better or worse. You think I can do it? I think so too. Might take months. Not wrong, not wrong. I'm just gonna dig our way back in there because I'm impatient. No, can't dump the sock. Okay. There will just be a sock in our control mechanism, that's fine. Okay, maybe that can work. Because I'm gonna need a bunch of mechanisms to connect to all these, and then flip it, and then whatever. But if we can get back down here, then we can start linking stuff up. That's really gonna be the thing. This one right here. But I guess they can get down into the basin. That just means they can't get to this level. They can still get to the basin. Right? Or no? No, they couldn't. Or no, they could. They can get to here. They just can't get to here. That's fine. That is fine. And then you take off. Okay. Goodbye. We weren't in a hurry anyway, right? The next time I come up with an idea and preface it with like, I don't think this is possible and might be impossible, or it might not, it doesn't do anything and might be impossible, remind me of this. Well, we got our pumps. Hooray, pumps. Okay. Now we can get down here again, right? Someone's coming for these. Someone's coming for these. So now I think I can get them working on the links. Or no, I can't do them on the buttons because I want to flip the buttons. But I can do the floodgates. Right? The floodgates are just going to link to these buttons. And then this got made. Okay, so I want to link you. Just any here, 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 and here, and here, and here, and here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I like the theoretically possible part of the challenge for you anyway. Right. Right. Yeah. I'm glad to suffer for your amusement, but my gosh. I don't know that I fully appreciated how complicated the mechanism was going to be. In my mind, it was a relatively simple mechanism. Already been a great project, already learned things about Dwarf Fortress I didn't know before. True. I've also learned. In that sense, yes, this has been a successful project in that I've tried things I haven't tried before and learned things that I would have had no chance of learning if I didn't try something like this, right? So, in that sense, it is worth it. So we're going to say that the buttons that detect water are connecting to this bottom pump. Which means I want, when the water buttons are pressed, I want to release the magma. Which means that this button connects to the magma gates. Right? So I want to link you. I want the target to be magma safe. I'm gonna go here. And also here. And also here. And also to the one that isn't made yet. Eventually. And then in similar fashion, I'm going to take this other pressure plate and link it to the water. Target still needs to be magma safe. 2, 3. Then we'll wait for that to be done. And And then that just need to link this to all of them. Hooray! Well, we did these, so these are gonna be my safeties, right? So let's go back up to here. I'm not even gonna remember. I have to make these levers, don't I? No access to mechanisms, okay. This isn't actually linked to anything, so I'm just gonna free that, I guess. This is going to be spa magma safety. It's going to be spa water safety. And then there was another one somewhere. I think it's you. Yeah. So this is spa power. That's all of it. Now we can make even crazier things. It's true. I mean, if we can think of like, I really like the idea of complex mechanisms that perform an in-universe function, right? Like people do computers in Dwarf Fortress, which I think is cool. There's like you could just make straight up computers in like with mechanisms and minecarts and stuff. And I think that is cool, but I don't necessarily want to spend time. I did that wrong. I don't want to spend time on something that doesn't do something for the fortress, right? Like as pointless as this is, we can kind of headcanon ourselves into saying, yes, the kobolds wanted to make a sauna, right? Even if it doesn't have a literal in-game effect. It still has an in-universe function, right? Whereas like if we were just making like a computer that played Tetris, would be impressive, but I wouldn't be able to justify why the kobolds are doing this. You know what I mean? So I really like the idea of computer type constructions that do something in the fortress. So if you can think of anything along those lines, I am interested. Because this is getting quite complicated, but even from like a computational standpoint, we have an and, we have a flip-flop, and that's about it. Right? Like if you were to do like a technical drawing of what's going on here, it wouldn't be that complicated. It's just like the Dwarf Fortress implementation of it is kind of wacky. Did that actually work? I can't talk and link at the same time. Okay, hold on. Link lever. This does not need to be magma safe to here, right? That is fine. I'm gonna go back up here. Water safety. Don't link to here. Okay. Those are going. That's going. I should just. We're gonna do this in parallel. Because clearly it's taking someone forever to do this. But those are going at least. Those got made, so that's good. So now I can have the buttons connect to those, so this... right? This should connect to the magma door. Did it not? So I'm gonna name these. This is magma release. Why can't I type in M? Why? Don't know why the M isn't working there. Very cool. I can name all of these, right? This is water south. This is water west. Water north. Water east. This is I can do it there. Magma south. Magma west. Hey, strange mood. Magma north. Magma east. And then this is... Can I do it now? Yes. Magma release. Weird. Water release. So I should look. So okay. So that tells me connected to south and west, and then that's going to be north, and then I have not connected to east yet. So I need to link you. Hi, goblins. Hello, goblins. Okay. A vile force of darkness has arrived, commanded by the Minera. A Minera commander? That's kind of adorable. Beware their heavily armored elite goblin hammermen. With them come siege engineers and Mineras from the Dark Goblin Fortress of Tear-Hated. Thank you, very cool. That's exactly what we needed right now. Let me get these designations happening so that at least can happen in the background while we get sieged. My goodness. The water release links. The target needs to be magma safe. Needs to go there. And then the... where am I? Lava release. Magma release. You only got connected to 2 of these. For some reason. So you're going to link to west. And east. Right? West and east. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'll let them work on that. And then there's this other button which hasn't been made yet. That's fine. You're still working on that. Maybe I'm just gonna re-add these. 1, 2. Huh? Maybe it's those are the ones that's already linked to. Why is... Okay, whatever. Siege. I'm gonna save. Lots of things have been happening. It's late in the season. I don't want to lose all the work we did. If something bugs out. Something I'm curious about is if we observe the same behavior with goblins shooting in through our fortifications, because we certainly haven't changed anything about how our fortress works. I almost just said, at least the goblins aren't here. At least we're having some quiet time. Glad I mean, if I said it out loud, it would have been the same, right? Okay. They're not bothering to parlay, clearly. We're dyeing thread, we're tinting cloth, we're milling dye. I'm not seeing them making more thread. I assume it's happening, though. Okay. First things first, our squads are all good. Squads are all good. I am gonna activate the civilian alert. I guess I want to double check that this still all looks good. I think this should all be fine. Should all be the same. Right, yeah, okay. And then this should all be the same. And then I guess I want to go down here. I do want people to continue to have access down here, so they can at least keep working on it while we're going. Actually, we don't really need it in there. I do want them to have this access. And then this section in here. And then here and here. I guess I am removing like a layer that we could have used for our ceiling, but I guess I'm fine with that. So it goes. I want access to this whole level. I want access here. Okay. Civilian alert is turned on. Going to unpause for just a second to give them a bit to come on screen. A bunch of things canceled, so I guess that's a good sign. And I'm going to tell them to get on these bits. Curious to see if they get assigned real quick, or if things get weird on us. Operator assigned. Okay, so that seemed to have worked. I'm going to do a pair of these as well. There should be someone coming to replace that person. I'm going to put them back up here. And I want them down here as well. And then inside, I want this to go. I want my squads stationed here, ready for things to sneak in. And I want to close this door. I suppose that's important as well. If I unpause and then I check our places, it's gonna maybe take a moment for them to assign. I don't really know what determines that. Okay. And it just takes them a moment. Of course, I don't have my little overlay thing here, so I don't know how many of them there's going to be. There's going to be a lot, though. Oh my gosh. If you want to go over here, too. Just to have them available. It's a lot of Moneras. Zakra here is gonna get some glory. Okay, the door closed. Okay, so You're a goblin axe lord. You are a goblin lasher. I want to see where the ranged ones are. Unless they just don't have ranged ones, in which case I would be very happy. These all look like melee. Are you all melee? No, there's a couple. Elite bowmen, elite bowmen, elite bowmen. They're just in the back. Okay. So there are elite bowmen here. The vast majority of these are all melee. So if we could get people on the bolt throwers. See, like there's siege engineers here. You're a novice. You're dabbling, so maybe they aren't assigned to actually be doing it. I'm hoping people can respond pretty quickly. Firebolt thrower. So there are people attempting to do it, attempting to respond. Just takes them a moment. And there's 2 of them here. Okay, so this is gonna get them started. Oh, and they are gonna circle around. They are gonna sneak around. But those are also all melee. So this is fine. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and sneak into my kill zone. Totally fine. So now this time we're gonna try to sneak over this way. Oh, you were outside. Oh, why were you outside? A spinner? Why were you outside? Well, that's unfortunate. Why were you out here? I don't know of any jobs that would have had you out here. So that's bad. That's a dead kobold. That's a dead kobold. They're getting some kills up here. Now, okay, we have someone here and we have 2 people here. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so this is great. Now we're just shooting at them from behind. Okay, so that's all good. We have 1 person here. That's very good. And then we have no one here yet. But we do we have no one there? Okay. Still waiting for people to respond. But we're definitely getting some kills here. You're doing fine. You still got 30 bolts loaded. You're presently firing. You are loading. You are loading. You are firing. You are loading. Okay. Jeez. Just a field of unconscious goblins. Oh, now they're up here too. Perfect. Perfect. You're trying to fire. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. So I've heard say there are like power artifacts of celestial origins and magic weapons in the world as per listening to Blind's last vid. I still need to watch that one. There are... So we don't have them in this world, but one of the last updates for the adventure mode chunk, back when they were getting all the adventure mode stuff going, now we're going to be fighting in here. We're definitely going to be fighting in here. I would love for someone to show up here. But the Chosen mode introduced some divine artifacts that I have not interacted with. Oh no, someone did die! You did die in here. Oh, damn. Okay, so they... Well, and these are elites, right? So we were told that elites can do it. Is Shusak the one out here? Yeah, okay. So now I guess I want to observe this. I want to find someone with a bow. Because who was it that did this? Naked Hammerlord. Hammerlord. It's like, you have a bow, because it might have been you. Can I see? Yeah, okay, so it was you. So at least this time it was an elite. Which is consistent with, uh-oh. Oh no! Kuro! We just lost Kuro. Oh no, Kuro was the king's nephew. The king's nephew didn't outlive the king. Oh, avenge him. Avenge the king's nephew. Wow. They're in a rage now. Oh god. Uh-oh. Nope, that was still the ones we know of. Okay, so we've lost 3. You were up here. You were loading. Goodness gracious. You are firing. You are loading. I'm curious if you are in danger. Trying to keep an eye on the ones with bows. I mean, there's 2 back here. They sneaking around. I mean, it might just be the pair of them. Interesting. So loading is happening. You are loading. You are loading? Okay, cool. Okay, well, they're clearly gonna fight their way out here. Yup. Jeez. The bears are angry. Oh, they've upset the bears. Wow, they're completely scattered now. Jeez, that's all that's left. Okay, so I'm hoping that the bears don't go outside and that they just kind of regroup in here. And we can pick off a bunch of the others with our siege engines. They're all just standing right there. Yeah, they're gonna come out. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give them a kill order on this troll, and then we'll see if they go back inside after that. But I want them to stick together. God. That's a dead troll. Okay, if you could all station back inside, I would love it. Oh, and then we injured a bear? We have a seriously injured warbear. And you are all stationing. The kobolds seem to adhere to their station orders more than the bears do, which I suppose makes sense. Okay, so we got stuff happening here. This is good stuff. Now they're both empty. Now we're firing here. Okay. The bears are just hanging out down here. Sure. Rithil, Moser, and Arkuk are just hanging out down here. You are injured. Raimo is seriously injured as well. Cannot stand. Knee is bruised. Okay, I've seen worse. You'll survive. And now that is good. Wow. Just all these goblins just crawling along the ground, and now it's just a bunch of Mineras. Wait, what were you up here? Excuse me? There must have been a visitor. I don't know why there was someone out there. You shouldn't have done that. Okay, so now we have someone here. But the bow goblins are back here. Or no, see, yeah, you are firing in. I'm just gonna say, yeah, we're gonna stop with these three. Did we just lose someone else? No. There are a bunch of teeth here. Someone got their teeth knocked out. They don't really know how to lead their shots, do they? They don't seem to get better at that as they get skill. That's just a bunch of Mineras. Erpler. So you, I don't know what was up with you, but yeah, you, oh, see. Erpler was on a siege engine and got hit a couple times, got all these teeth knocked out. This is Cack. That's someone different. Oh my god. These sieges are getting more less definitive. The jeweler has created Zagla, a Heliodor chain. Sweet. I don't know how you did that. So that one's toast. So now it's really a bunch of Mineras. There are still, see, the bowman hanging out in the back is like smart on their part, and also I hate it. Mineras, see, and now, yeah, so now I need you to not be here. Because now there's a bowman. I basically just have to micro which ones are active. Now you're gonna turn around the corner. I'm hoping we can get you before you get us. Right? You should see it. You have bolts. You should get him. There we go. Yeah, okay. So that is fine. Drop the bow. No longer a danger. There's still at least 2 back here. There's still 3 back here. And no one ever showed up over here. I'm really curious about that. And see, here's another one. See, now you are gonna try 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, geez, there's still a bunch. You're gonna come down here. So I'm gonna say I don't want our kobolds here now. Please get inside. Yeah, that was close. Hopefully we can get him from up here. The long sight lines seem important. I do like this tower. Yeah. We can just get them before they come in range. Now they're gonna try to, like, go out this way, maybe? They are adapting their strategies. Let's see, I wonder if they can shoot up here. No, the blob! Not the cave blob, you jerks! Oh, and of course we have our injured person out here. Okay. Squad. Respond. They're all still here. Look at all this garbage. We have someone injured and can't walk here, and now they're just gonna get jumped. Oh, maybe you just crawl away. That'd be great too. Oh, you killed someone. Wow. You just killed two goblins. Okay. Sleep is taking me. Okay, sounds good. Wish me luck here. I think we're gonna be okay, but geez, we did lose a couple more. Come by on Saturday, and we'll be doing more Talos Principle. I still like the idea of learning magic words by traveling to the ends of the earth and find where the hand of Armuk carved them into a glacier site. That'd be cool. It's like Skyrim, right? I picture Minera are like a war pig, but with fancy braided hair. Sure. One of those shoe dog that has the straight hair that look like a walking ottoman. Oh yeah. I imagine Minera as being more, just like slippery skinned. Wow. Raimo here was on the ground, unable to move, injured from a previous fight. 3 more goblins showed up, and Raimo took care of them. And this is a visitor leaving. Your timing is impeccable. Who are you? You're your apprentice inventor. Up the defenses next week. Yeah. We're gonna have to talk about how. And now you're like responding. You go to the hospital, please. I would love for you to go to the hospital. Okay, so there's that. We're just gonna work our way up here. I'm gonna say station up here. We'll get everyone along the way. Lava spiller? Yeah, but then we'll melt the glacier. We don't want to destroy our pristine glacier here. Okay, they can mop up the Mineras. Water blaster, that's fair. That would also be difficult because pumping water can be difficult too. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about what makes sense here. Okay. Hooray, there's teeth and corpses everywhere. I think that's everyone. That appears to be everyone. Wow. A masterwork has been lost? Did someone take something? Did someone just run off with something? That's not cool. So we lost our squad leader for our kobold squad. We lost 3 other people, and then like a visitor tried to leave through a siege. So that was cool. We are weaving yarn. Yeah, wow. Okay. I'm gonna clear the civilian alert. We'll at least recover our dead. Right? And then where were the other ones? Oh, there was one, Kuro was down here. So I do want to get like all this indoor stuff taken care of. And then we can dismiss from the siege engines. I am going to open this door. Solid wall of giant polar bears? Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of what we have. That's definitely been the most effective defense we've had here. If only we could breed the giant the polar bear people. If we had just like 20 polar bear people in our squads, we would be actually invincible. I wouldn't even make any siege equipment. That should be fine. And then no one ever showed up here. That's cool. So cool. This does seem to have sorted itself out. Drop heavy things on them from high minarets. True. I am thinking about our next fortress. Our next world, really. I think we have started all the fortresses we're going to start in this world. I do want to go back to leopard bins and do some more stuff. We'll see what we do there. But I am thinking like clean slate. What would I do with a completely brand new fortress defense-wise? And I do have some ideas in that vein. Let's just pull this while we're at it. And then I think we're good. I think we're good. And we'll deal with the rest of this next time. Did our things get done down here, I wonder? No. Not even a little bit. Okay, and then this is linked to those three, has one more job. This is linked to all four. Perfect. Very good. Too bad we can't force them to fall in love and have kids, because that's immoral. Has giant polar bear rip a goblin in 12 parts. Yeah. But that's self-defense, right? The goblins were asking for it. Okay. This is all gonna get taken care of. We'll bury our dead. That'll be all fine. I think I'm gonna wrap up here. Goodness gracious. Well, we're at least we're gonna burn some goblin parts. Gonna burn a bunch of goblin stuff. I am pretty satisfied with how this works. I'm going to keep this kind of a thing in mind going forward. We've done it in a couple forts at this point, and I'm slowly refining how I like to do it. You're all fine, right? I don't suppose we could try everything we've tried with the experiments to increase their numbers. Yeah, there's just no better way to do this. Yeah. Well, even then, like, we couldn't get the experiments to reproduce, right? We just made a nice place for them and they all kind of hung out. I think, could wander around with an adventure and hire more beast folk, it's true. Though beast folk are kind of hard to find in adventure mode. You kind of have to happen across them. It seems more common for them to show up in fort mode as a little group of people like that. But then they're not showing up as like actual fortress visitors, right? They're just kind of happening across your fortress and then you can adopt them. But I think there's things we can do with mods. I mostly think that like the animal people in default Dwarf Fortress don't tend to just join a fortress and reproduce. But I think there are mods that can be used to make that happen. Creature check? Okay, we'll do one last creature check. So we got the albatrosses. They haven't moved. So there you are. Let's wrap up here. My brain can't do more. Animal people civs mod someday. Yeah, I think our next world, I want to mess with mods that do that. I do want, yeah, is that, yeah, okay, weird. Yeah, because I do like the animal people. I think they're a nice additional flavor to the worlds that we have. So I'm when we get to the point of making our next world, I think I'm gonna mess around with some mods, see if we can get some more active engagement from some animal people, because I think that's possible. We'll see what other mods we do as well. I think it's still a little ways off. I'm kind of wondering. I'm wondering if we can hold out until we get some like actual magic patches to make a new world. I think that'd be cool, kind of cool. But we'll see how the timeline works out. We are expecting something at some point within the next couple months. I imagine we will have magic of some kind in this game. That's kind of my expectation at this point. All the savoring of this world, I suppose, true. We've spent a good while here. We've been here for like a year and a half in real time. And that's a lot. I don't know, every time we say hi to Radu, he's like, are you still in that same world? Like, yeah. It's like, wow. It's really cool. It's a fun way to play this game. So the next time we make a world, I want to make a world that we can spend some time in as well. I want to do this again, essentially with a new world. Anyway, today's episode brought to you by sleep. Oh, I need some sleep, and by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, wherever you want to hang out. Take a nap. It's good for you. And I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you have a good nap. And I hope you stay kind.